Welcome to this fundamental snapshot of Flowco Holdings, a supplier to the oil and gas field machinery and equipment sector. Every figure here is drawn straight from primary SEC EDGAR filings. Flowco Holdings supplies field machinery and equipment under SIC code 3533. It's a real earning business, $760 million in annual revenue and $41 million in net income, trading at a market cap of about $870 million, with shares priced around $22.63. On valuation, Flowco trades at a price-to-earnings ratio of about 18%. Return on equity is just over 11%. Operating margin sits near 20%, and net margin comes in thinner at 5.45%. A profile typical of an asset-heavy industrial supplier rather than a high-growth business. On the balance sheet, long-term debt stands at $298 million against just $19 million in cash, worth watching closely. Debt to equity is a moderate 0.82. Total assets reach $1.9 billion, with a book value of about $9.51 per share. Digging into profitability, operating margin at nearly 20% sits well above net margin at 5.45%, pointing to real costs below the operating line: interest, taxes, depreciation. And return on equity outpacing return on assets by a wide margin is a classic sign that leverage is amplifying shareholder returns. Zooming in on debt and liquidity, cash covers only about 6% of long-term debt outstanding, so Flowco leans on ongoing operating cash flow, not a cash cushion to service its obligations. That said, a $1.9 billion asset base provides a substantial collateral buffer. Context matters here. As an oil and gas equipment supplier, Flowco's revenue tracks the upstream drilling and production CapEx cycle. Margins compress in downturns, and the business requires real capital intensity to fund manufacturing and inventory. 5 takeaways. Flowco has real, disclosed earnings. Leverage is moderate, but the thin cash position bears watching. That leverage is clearly boosting shareholder returns. Exposure to the CapEx cycle is real. And overall, this is an asset-heavy, capital-intensive business, not an asset-light one. All figures come from SEC EDGAR, CIK 000-203-5149. This snapshot is for informational purposes only, not investment advice. Always verify against Flowco's latest filings before making any decisions.